Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that there's none of the fine things in life left here in Syria. However, it's quite far from the reality. In fact, many bars and cafes have been opening up here in Damascus since the crisis began. And you can even find out about them on TripAdvisor, where one American man has been keeping the site up to date with the best places to wine and dine in Damascus.
Thomas Weber has the highest rating level on TripAdvisor, and his reviews are certainly reliable. The last registered American in Damascus, he's called the city home for 40 years.
You've got maybe 10 restaurants just in this one basic area that you can select from. But my favorite restaurant, second favorite restaurant in all of Damascus is coming up on the right side. Oh, there's people here. 3 tables. Beautiful. Have you decided on a name yet of this run? Have you decided on a name?
11.
11 tables.
Right.
Excellent.
11.
11, just 11. Okay, great. And well, here we are in my favorite Italian restaurant in Damascus. We have a large foreign community, believe it or not, made up from the United Nations. And the food is fantastic. Now, I don't write only about good reviews. I mean, I've got some pretty negative reviews on pretty poor service, and the food was not up to par. But lo and behold, you know, I don't have too many incidents of that nature. You know, most of the restaurants are top-notch.
And of course, Thomas isn't your average contributor.
How safe do you feel as an American living in Damascus?
One rocket, I heard it land very close to the house. It shook the glass of the house, and I then, you know, put my shoes on real quick and ran outside, because I always knew up until that time there was only one rocket, and then that was it. There was nothing to follow it. This time I got about 20 meters from the door, and a second rocket, maybe 20 meters from me. I feel safer here in Damascus now that we've had a ceasefire for 3 weeks than I feel in any American city. In America, you know, virtually everybody has a gun. In this country, I know who has the guns, and it's very simple. We have had no attacks on any type of schools, cinemas, you know, where a crazy gunman goes in and destroys, you know, children, their schools, or the whole families are destroyed. So I think we're much better off in this country.
In spite of his assurances, you may not be tempted to book a trip to Damascus while the war rages. But Thomas is optimistic that peace will return to Syria soon, and tourists will replace aid workers in checking out what he insists are some of the best culinary delights in the world. Lizzie Phelan, RT, Damascus.